Hello, I'm Sherry Mahoney. I'm a registered dietitian and I'm the Director of Nutrition at Mayo Clinic. It's race morning and you're thinking about what am I going to eat before I go to the marathon. Well, first of all, you want to think about having a breakfast. And the breakfast is very important so that you can refuel from the overnight sleep and what glycogen stores you have lost through the night. Your glycogen stores are going to be important for the amount of energy that you have to run the race successfully. There are quite a few foods that you could select for this morning, but you want to make sure that you select a food that you have already tried and works well for you in the morning setting. Typically, you want to consume about 500 calories, and you want to consume these at least 1 to 3 hours before the meal. Many marathon runners like to run on an empty stomach. So if that's the case, I suggest that you wake up at 4 a.m. or 3:30 a.m. and have your carbohydrate loading, some fluid, and what you want on board to get you jump-started for the marathon. A good example would be 2 packets of oatmeal, and prepare this oatmeal with a cup of milk, low-fat milk, and then additionally have a banana with this meal. Another suggestion would be to include a bagel with a couple of tablespoons of peanut butter. Some people like to consume the sports bars and maybe include a sports bar with a cup or a container of yogurt, and then to top off the carbohydrate, have one of the sports beverages. If you're a traditional breakfast eater, you may want to have 2 poached eggs and a couple of slices of whole wheat bread or whole grain bread, and then to top off the carbohydrate, include an orange juice or a fruit juice. Now, these are primarily your solids for your carbohydrate intake. What about the amount of fluid that you need to take on board to start preparing yourself for hydration? It takes about 45 minutes to 90 minutes for fluid to pass through your system before you would urinate. So what you want to do is consume your liquid a couple of hours before the marathon run, and that will give you opportunity to urinate before the event. So what you want to do is probably consume several glasses of water, and also keep in mind that there are other choices. Many people like to consume the sports beverages rather than the water. If you're a coffee drinker, and that is something that you typically do before you go on your long runs, absolutely consume your coffee. Some people like the caffeine to give them a stimulation or even a laxative effect prior to the marathon. Just bear in mind that whatever beverages you choose, you should have had these tested in the long run training phase. Now, you should all at this point be well trained. You should have all of your nutrition plans in place. They should all have been tested and work well for you. There should be no reason for you to prematurely hit the wall because you do not have enough carbohydrate on board. And I will be talking to you in another one of our YouTube segments about what to consume during the marathon.